Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? It's SEL0320 representing JBS. Back here again for another review for The Walking Dead. This is episode 3, 8th season, Monsters. Surprisingly, this was actually a pretty good episode because it dealt with two different things that I felt were needed to be explored. The realization of what Paul, I don't call him Jesus, I'm always going to call him Paul, his decision to allow those people to live, the consequences behind that. And then on top of that, the mental part of what's going on with Morgan, the moment that that kid died and what he chose to do to move out with them, he was using his anger to focus it, you know? But at a certain point, you know, he's going to go back to clear Morgan, and you got to see that. Like, I thought that Lenny James did a really good job acting in this one. I felt all of his emotional turmoil. I felt like his unknowing of just how blacked out he really was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like you get into a really bad altercation and your anger is just so high, you black out all reasoning? That's him on a continuous basis because he knows with that pain. He knows how to focus that pain. But seeing him and Paul go at it, like, I was like, dang. Like, I mean, first off, Paul can fight. Like, Paul is probably one of the best fighters, period. But, you know, Lenny James's Morgan is probably one of the second best fighters as well, like hand-to-hand combat-wise. Matter of fact, the last time that, you know, it was clear Morgan, like, he almost killed Rick, you know what I'm saying? So it was just really good to see all that come to a head. The interesting part with Aaron and Eric, that was just really sad. I like the actor that plays Aaron, but I wanted to kind of see him like emote a little bit more. I felt like he's a really good caliber actor, but I didn't feel it just as much as I really wanted to. But I think it was still the way they paced it and the way they actually processed all the different battles. They did a really good job with tying that all together, like what was really happening. All the different battles in one that are kind of having this ripple effect. But at the same time, now you're seeing the back and forth behind all of it, because watching Rick up there with Morales and talking to him, that was some really good dialogue. Like, the guy Morales, like, I was kind of like, where's his character gonna go? Like, is he really gonna choose not to? His whole family got wiped out, kind of thing. And it was just like, at the point that, you know, Rick got this realization of, you know, what is he gonna be? What is he gonna do? It was just like, dang. And then to see what happened to Morales and Daryl, I was like, that was a fine line. But then, you know, he got Mouth, or, you know, old dude from, you know, One Tree Hill and Boy Meets World. You know, I was like, okay, you can let this boy live. I think his name was Todd or something like that. And all of a sudden, like, Daryl was just like, nope. And I was like, I'm worried. I'm worried that Daryl ain't gonna make it, man. I see what I think from a positioning story arc standpoint is happening. I'm seeing people like Morgan, Aaron, and Daryl. These are three different dissections of people. Morgan in the sense of, like, this war is causing him to be something he just cannot be. He can't live and thrive through this. Aaron is just so distraught that it's just like, why do I continue on? And then Daryl is just dead inside. He's just seen so much, and he's witnessed so much. He's gone through so much. It's like every little bit of part of him is just emptiness, you know, and darkness at this point as well. And so it's like, all these different three things are happening, but then you got Rick, you know, that's gone in all those different levels and facets of these different kind of dissections. And each time I think back to that vision of him wanting to, you know, to have peace, like, and him striving towards that. I think that's more an interesting arc about this, and I think that this episode really showcased that in a really well way. If they continue it down that line, this might end up being one of the most well-developed story arcs from The Walking Dead, if they do it the right way. But we'll see. They got to take their time with it. I know it's not a lot of action bit that's happening, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. I give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was actually really good. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, guys.